Okay, you guys. So I was gonna switch the Kamani Latig case to do today. I am gonna do that tomorrow at 7. I've got another case pulled up that I've kind of been researching today, and I went back and actually listened to some of the Kamani update, and I just got to get some stuff figured out before I come out and publicly state it on my channel. I've heard some things that I'm not hearing through law enforcement, so I just want to wait till tomorrow so I can do it justice when I talk about it. But we are going to talk about a little girl named Emily Pike. So feel free to join us or not. Totally up to you. Please dress up your verbiage in chat. Thank you, H. Davis. And please do not mention any other creators' names. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so Emily Pike. Oh, wow, this case is just really something else. Let me present. I want to get a good picture of Emily up here. And I wanted to pay special attention to this case due to her heritage and what I feel is a case that did not get the attention as other children cases get. This is a very sad case, very sad case. So Emily was 13. I'm sorry, she had just turned 14. Emily was 14 and had been put into a group home. Now, a year before this is the sad thing. Hey, Debbie, I'm going to talk about Emily tonight, and I'm going to talk about Kamani tomorrow. I was trying to research what the new update on Kamani, and I really need to research that a little bit more before I talk about it and give my opinion on it. Hey, Poppy. So I hope I didn't confuse anybody because I did go back and forth, changing the dates, and I thought let's go ahead and do Emily tonight. Unfortunately, there's a different child every night that we could speak about. So, okay. Now, Emily had, let me pull this up. I want to try to get a good picture of Emily for everybody because I know I have one. Okay, that's the Native American. Let me find it. Okay. I did share the link to the missing persons report. So let's go ahead and listen to it. And I have to be careful because of the fact that, let me get through that real quick. I've got to be careful because, you know, the news can say whatever they want, but the minute that I share it on YouTube, they put down that I need to, watch what I'm saying, which is really weird because it is the news. Like I said, I've already dropped the links to what I'm going to be showing you guys today. So, hang on.
We're learning more about the case of Emily Pike, a 14-year-old girl who was murdered after going missing last month.
Authorities are still searching for the suspect, who dismembered the Apache teen who was living
Trigger
in a Mesa
warning.
group home at the time. Fox 10 investigator
Emily was living in a Mesa group home when she went missing. Okay. I do have the police report printed out when law enforcement went there, when they called to let law enforcement know that Emily had again run away. And unfortunately, she was found in a horrific way over 100 miles away from where she went missing.
Justin Lum has been looking into this case. New details coming out from her missing persons report.
We've obtained a 12-page police report from Mesa PD. This missing persons case is closed now due to the ongoing homicide investigation. But we do get a glimpse into Emily's past and the timeline leading up to the tragic discovery of her remains. On January 27th, near Mesa Drive and McKellips Road, a group home manager reported 14-year-old Emily Pike missing to Mesa police. According to the report, she said Emily snuck out of her bedroom window and that this wasn't the first time she ran away. The manager said the last time Emily left the house, she was found near Fitch Park. Staff checked the Rock Teen Center a couple days later, where Emily had visited before, but no one had seen or heard from her. By February 19th, a Mesa officer says he spoke to an agent with the Bureau of Indian Affairs who believed Emily had been located within the Gila County Indian Reservation after human remains had been discovered on Valentine's Day, just off Highway 60 North at milepost 277.
On Valentine's
This
Day.
area is around 100 miles away from where the San Carlos Apache teen was last seen alive. 2 weeks later, she was positively identified and a murder investigation ensued. Tribal communities and family have since united in their grief, calling for justice.
Emily was a spark, and she definitely sparked the entire world, and now the world is on fire because of Emily.
Mesa PD's missing persons report on Emily also reveals the teen's history of behavioral and mental health concerns. Emily took medication for those issues and had a case manager from the San Carlos Apache tribe. Just days before her remains were found, an anonymous tip based on a Facebook post said Emily was with her mother on the reservation.
That was a lie.
That later proved to be untrue, as her mom said she had not heard from Emily, according to police. GCSO is leading the investigation and has created a task force that includes the FBI to help find Emily's killer. If you have any information on the case, we have the link to the tip line on fox10phoenix.com.
Okay, so now the reports that I have, and I printed them out. The first one is dated 1/27/25 at approximately 2019 hours. I responded to, it would have been the Mesa group home that Emily was in for a missing person call or service. Call comments indicated a juvie AWOL approximately 30 minutes prior. 30 minutes prior in January, they called immediately and said she was missing. They spoke to a reporting person, a reporting party identified as Kathy Montano. And she is the manager of the group home. Kathy indicated one of the clients, which would have been Emily, left out her bedroom window, has not returned. The window screen was pushed out from the inside. Kathy stated that Emily has ran away several times in the past. Kathy did not indicate any exigent circumstances. So that is just, she was saying that nothing happened that would have made Emily want to run away. She's described as a 14-year-old native female, approximately 4 feet, 10 inches tall, 115 pounds with medium length brown hair. They said Emily did not have a cell phone and she was last seen wearing a pink and gray shirt. Kathy indicated last time Emily ran away, she was located near Fitch Park. they absolutely checked that park, and Emily was not in the area. So they gave a picture of Emily, and I can well, I printed it out, but it's a black and white photo. Oh, thank you, Miss Debbie. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, well, I want to make sure. Now, that was on 125. That was reported on 127. That was on 127. Now we're going to hop over to 219, February 19th of 2025. Now, this is what is weird because Emily, let me get back to my article here. Are you going to take me back to my article? Please say you will. Let me get back. Hold on. Ship fire and save matches. Ship fire and save matches, y'all. Okay, let me stop sharing that for a minute and get that pulled back up. Okay, hold on. It's got 3 seconds left. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, hold on. There we go. I'm back. I'm back in the saddle again. Okay. So, hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so Mesa Police missing person report for the 14-year-old Emily Pike, the girl who was found, trigger warning, dismembered on Valentine's Day, nearly 100 miles away from where she was last seen alive, reveals more information about her disappearance. The case is now an open homicide case. Emily was reported missing from a Mesa group home on January 27th. Okay. So, here's a little bit of the backstory. On January 27th, a group home manager reported 14-year-old Emily Pike missing to Mesa Police. Now, I have that right here. And February 19th at approximately 20:02 hours, I responded to a call for service reference and agency follow-up. Call comments stated the reporting party was with the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Additional call comments stated the reporting party had a Jane Doe he believed to be missing, a missing Mesa juvenile. The missing juvenile was said to possibly be, I'm not sure, they redacted that out. So upon arrival, I contacted Agent Summers from the Bureau of Indian Affairs Homicide Unit. Agent Summer was advised redacted, a female believed to be redacted, were located within the Gila County Indian Reservation. Agent Summer stated, redacted, the missing juvenile flyer distributed to the Mesa Police Department. Agent Summers asked me for contact information to the Mesa Police Homicide Unit, asked to share information and aid in the investigation led by Gila County. Now, yes, Emily was Native American. Okay. I don't know why her case hasn't been out here and hasn't been talked about. I don't understand it. So, or maybe she's being talked about. I haven't seen it. And that's okay. Just because I hadn't seen it doesn't mean it's not being talked about. Now, they're saying that, again, Emily did not have a phone. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, wait a minute. This is from 128.25. Okay, maybe I've read you guys where. These must be all the reports, all her missing reports. Is the only thing that I can figure. Okay. And I promise I won't keep you guys on here very long. At all. Okay, let me go through this a little bit more. Give you guys more of an understanding. Okay, so on January 27th, a group home manager reported 14-year-old Emily Pike missing to Mesa police. According to the report, she said Emily snuck out her bedroom window and that it wasn't the first time she ran away. The manager said the last time Emily left the house, she was found near Fitch Park. That's the one I've already read, you guys. Staff checked the Rock Teen Center a couple days later where Emily had visited, but no one had seen or heard from her. By February 19th, a Mesa police officer says he spoke to his agent with the Bureau of Indian Affairs, who believed Emily had been located within the Gila County Indian Reservation after human remains had been discovered on Valentine's Day. This area is around 100 miles away from the San Carlos Apache. This area is around 100 miles away from where Emily was last seen. Now, Emily is Apache, okay, just to let you guys know. She is Native American, Apache descendant. 2 weeks later, she was positively identified, and it was turned into a homicide investigation, okay? Let me, I want to show you guys this. Let's pull up, and I'm sorry, I do not feel that these Native American, indigenous people, yeah, Debbie, they're never talked about. They're never talked about. Why didn't we know about Emily before? I mean, it just came to my attention because Debbie mentioned it to me. Why wasn't Emily? I don't understand. I don't understand. So tribal communities and family have since united in their grief, calling for justice. I agree. Justice needs to be served for Emily. Emily was a spark. She definitely sparked the world, and now the world is on fire because of Emily. Mesa PD's missing persons report on Emily also reveals the teen history of behavioral and mental health concerns. Emily took medication for those issues and had a case manager from, Emily had a case manager from the San Carlos Apache tribe. So just days before Emily's remains were found, an anonymous tip based on Facebook post said Emily was with her mother on a reservation. That was not true. That was not true. I don't understand how people can do these things with a missing child like that. It's so sad to me. Very sad to me. Okay. Now, it's weird to me, but there was a 411 link. I'm going to show it to you guys. This is weird. I've never seen this. Anyone with information on the case can submit tips to this 411 link. But when I pulled the 411 link up, this is what I ended up with. That's it. Tip 411. Kind of strange. Why would, I don't understand that, but I guess I'm not supposed to understand it. Okay, I just wanted to give you guys an idea on that. So I did pull that link up. All right, hold on. H isn't in a good mood. It's okay, H. We all get like that sometimes. We all get in bad moods, for real. For real. For real, for real. Understandable. Okay, so that is legislation. We'll talk about that at another time. There were 3 times that Emily ran away in 2023. And they describe Emily telling police that she did not like living at the group home and did not want to go back. Let me pull this up. Hold on a minute. Let me see this. Because I thought that we could get the... No, sweetie. No. I'm doing something today. I am sorry. No. I'm busy. Stop it. Ugh. Look, lady. Listen, Linda. Listen. No, please. Thank you. Thank you. Go. Go, my darling. Go. Okay, that's not what I thought it was going to be. Okay. This is a picture of Emily right here also. This is also a picture of Emily. Okay. This is heartbreaking. Okay. The San Carlos Apache tribe is now requesting state leaders investigate and tighten regulations for state licensed residential group homes for children in the wake of Emily's passing. The tribe is also urging the state legislature to pass House Bill 2281 to establish a missing Indigenous person alert system. See, I don't understand why Emily was not placed under an Amber Alert. San Carlos Apache Tribe Chairman Terry Rambler said its council has offered a $75,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons responsible for Emily's red rum, for sure. All right, here's another article. Let me get it pulled up and see if I can share it with you guys here. Got some commercials here.
Found murdered after
There you
running
go.
away from her Mesa group home. Documents outline 3 times that she ran away in 2023. The documents describe Emily telling police she didn't like living at the group home and didn't want to go back. The San Carlos Apache tribe now requesting state leaders investigate and tighten regulations for state licensed residential group homes for children in the wake of Emily's murder. The tribe is also urging the state legislature to pass House Bill 2281 to establish a missing Indigenous persons alert system. San Carlos Apache tribe chairman Terry Rambler says its council has offered a $75,000 reward for information leading to an arrest and conviction of the person or people responsible.
Yes, I don't understand. All right, let me get out of that. I don't understand why there was not an Amber Alert issued for Emily, even though she had been a runaway before. Okay, hold on. Thought I had a lot more on that one. And this is what I've got printed out. So, did you guys even hear that when I played it? I had read it anyway, so. On 128 received this case for further investigation and review for missing 14-year-old female. At 10:12 hours, I contacted Lisa at must be the group home. She advised me that Emily was still missing and it was unknown where she could be. Sweetie, what are you doing? You are driving me crazy. Oh, look, you guys got to see this. What is this cat's problem? She is not a star. Do you think you're a movie star or something? Are you getting your airtime in? You gonna give yourself a bath in front of everybody? That's kind of weird. Ugh. She does not leave me alone when she wants you to see her bottom. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So on 1/28/2025, Emily was still missing. It was unknown where she could be. I asked Lisa about her medical condition or concerns. She stated that Emily was on medication for mental health and behavioral issues. She also provided him with the contact information for Emily's case manager, which is her San Carlos Apache tribe case manager, Lori Good. They then contacted Lori, and she confirmed that, yes, Emily had a history of behavioral and mental health concerns. She did not know of any possible locations for Emily at that time. Now, the following day, they received a voicemail from this Lisa and said that she responded to the Rock Teen Center in Mesa, where Emily had gone in the past. They had not seen or heard from Emily since she left the group home. At 1500 hours, I reached out to Lisa. She said Emily was still missing. There was no new information on her whereabouts. At 1535 hours, I sent a missing person bulletin for Emily to law enforcement statewide and requested a hospital alert to all local hospitals via Mesa PD Communication Center. So that was the following day. On February 11th at 10:53 hours, Lisa was again contacted for any new information regarding Emily. She told me that the group home received a voicemail on February 7th from an unknown person stating that Emily was with her mother on the San Carlos reservation, according to a Facebook post. Wow. So this person seen a Facebook post where someone said that Emily was with her mother on the reservation, and that was not true. Now, this Lisa responded that she did not have Emily's mother's information. Why not? Why wouldn't she have had Emily's mother's information? All right, this is weird. Okay, this is weird because Lisa did not have Emily's mother's information. Then at 10:58 hours, the investigator called Lori and asked Lori for the information regarding the anonymous tip saying that Emily was at her mother's on the reservation. Lori advised that she had recently been to the mother's residence and questioned her about the tip. Lori said when she spoke to Emily's mother, Stephanie Dosella, Stephanie told her that Emily was not at a residence and the Facebook post was an old post. According to Lori, Stephanie said she had not heard from Emily and appeared to be worried about her. Lori stated that she could go back to Stephanie's residence with the Apache tribal police to verify that Emily was not there. Lori also emailed the San Carlos Apache Police Department, gave the report number, and the order for authorization and consent filed with the Apache Children's Court. Okay. Wow. So we're talking about, hey, Jackie, now wait, because there was allegedly new information regarding Emily's whereabouts. At 11:20 hours, this detective reached out to Lisa at the group home, who said that the tip she originally said came in on 2/7 actually was sent to the group home on 2/2 at 10:19 hours by an unknown female. So on February 27th, this individual was contacted by the Mesa PD homicide detective, Ingram. I have his numbers on here, who informed him that Emily was positively identified by Gila County Sheriff's Office as a homicide victim in their jurisdiction. Detective Ingram advised me to have Emily removed from the missing person database as he was continuing to assist Gila County with their investigation. At 16:55, I canceled the missing persons bulletin. Emily was then taken off of all the missing persons requests. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I have signatures here. And I do have Emily's picture right here. Right here's Emily's picture. Came out in black and white. Facebook poster dated. Yes, that's kind of weird, isn't it, Debbie? That is kind of weird. Absolutely. Okay. Hey, my paper did work. I had to go get printer paper, and I ended up having to get lined paper. Luckily, it came out okay. For sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. So, what happened to Emily? What happened to Emily? Oh my gosh, this is heartbreaking. This is so sad. So sad. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Community members wait in a line at the water tank in Peridot, Arizona, so they can place a red handprint on the mural honoring Emily Pike and everyone impacted by the missing and, I'm just going to say it, missing and murdered Indigenous people crisis. It is a crisis. It is a crisis, you guys. It absolutely is. These children are just disappearing. And, you know, I don't want to say that nobody cares, because we do care. But, I mean, okay. Ika Harvey from the White Mountain Apache tribe placed her hand covered in red paint firmly on the water tower, adding to the hundreds of other red handprints stamped across the mural, painted in honor of late San Carlos Apache teen Emily Pike and other missing and murdered Indigenous peoples. Emily was the same age as this little girl, 14 years old. Emily, a member of the San Carlos Apache tribe, went missing in January. Her remains were found on February 14th outside of Globe in a remote area off of U.S. Route 60. Harvey, who serves as a junior Miss White Mountain Apache 24-25, drove with her family to San Carlos when she heard that local artists had created a mural in Emily's honor and the community was hosting a vigil for the family. When Harvey heard about Emily's story, she said it made her mad, especially after hearing how Indigenous women go missing and experience violence at a higher rate than the national average. Why are we still going through this as Indigenous people? I have to agree. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. What the mural was done to spread awareness. Isn't that this is really something? The mural centerpiece is a portrait of Emily wearing a red Apache. Hold on. Oh, shit. The mural centerpiece is a portrait of Emily wearing a red Apache camp dress surrounded by medicinal plants used by the San Carlos Apache people. Silhouettes of Apache warriors stand beside her. The words Apache Strong are written boldly in white, surrounded by a butterfly and stars. The final touches of the mural were the individual red handprints from people who wanted to honor her and support the fight against the murdered and missing Indigenous people's crisis. It is a crisis, you guys. It absolutely is. It really is. And I just thought it was important that we speak about Emily. And I know that everybody right now is really, interested in another young girl case. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being interested in any missing child case or any child case that their life has been taken and cut way too short. Emily was dismembered. Emily, we don't know what Emily went through before she was found. They didn't find her for a month. I believe it was a month that they didn't find Emily. Oh, Lord. It's so sad, you guys. They did a candlelight vigil. And they also did a march. Let me tell you, I would have loved to have went to the march. I would have been right there with them. Tribal Council is offering $75,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. I just cannot understand why this has been going on for too long. I don't understand. Now, I have over the years kind of studied, at the time of her disappearance, Emily lived in a group home in Mesa. She was last seen on the evening of January 27th. 2 days later, the Mesa Police Department issued a poster for Emily, listing her as a missing or runaway juvenile, because the group home did say that the screen was pushed out. So, did Emily run away from the group home? That's a really high probability, I would say. I don't know. I wasn't there. But if she did not want to be in that group home and she had already ran away 3 times the previous year, the chances of her running away again are very high. But When Emily went missing, it took a week before San Carlos Tribal Social Services even notified the family. Why did it take a week to notify the family? You would think they would have notified the family immediately to see if she was with them. Why would it take a week? Why a week? A month after she went missing is when Emily's remains were found. These young girls were there at the vigil and they were literally crying and asking, why us? And I'm asking that too. Why? What is so different? Children are children. Children are freaking children. I mean, seriously. And you know what's sad? Because people are interested in this happening to other children. Don't tell me you guys are not. Do not tell me that y'all are interested and care because guess what? I'm not seeing it. I ain't seeing it. I'm not seeing the same care about what happened to Emily as I am any other child that is going through this right now. We don't know what happened to Emily, but it's more exciting when you know that someone is saying, oh, daddy did it, right? It's more exciting to know exactly who did what, why, and where. But we don't know. We don't know what happened to Emily. Could I mean, of course, I want to know, was she on social media? Did she have a phone? Where was her phone? Why did she leave her phone? I want to know. You're right. There are a lot of people who do care about Emily. I get it. I guess maybe I worded that wrong, Debbie. Maybe I worded that wrong. There are a lot of Jane Does and a lot of John Does that are never claimed in this world. Never claimed in this world. Hey, loves. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. For sure. So that's why I went ahead and talked about Emily tonight. You know, I definitely will be talking about Kimani tomorrow night. But like I said, I want to make sure that the information that I give out about Kimani is factual information. I've heard different things. And, you know, I know what the coroner said, and I know what grandma said. So I just want to have my I's dotted and my T's crossed before I come on here and give you guys any information. I want to make sure it's factual because you guys know that's just how I am. That's how I am. I want to make sure whatever information I give out about these children are factual. They deserve that. They deserve for the truth to be told, not a bunch of nonsense and, you know, he said, she said, hearsay, whatever. And sorry I'm like that, but I am. That's just the way I am. And I'm not going to change, not when it comes to children at all. Not at all. But I'm assuming she was in the group home because she had some problems. she had some problems. Now, the woman with the microphone is actually right here. That is Emily's aunt. That is Emily's aunt. This is also weird to me, you guys. So weird to me. But yes, Emily needs justice. We need justice for Emily. We do. Just like we need justice for the other kids, you know, who don't get the justice they deserve at all. At all. What a beautiful, beautiful mural. Do you guys think that she'll get justice? Do you guys really think that Emily will get justice? Who's Madalena? Is that a case on forgetting about loves? There are a lot of sickos walking the earth. Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's a lot of justice for any of our kids anymore. At all. But I really don't think she's going to get, I really don't think she's going to get justice. Who are you talking about, loves? Who's Madalena? Talking about Madeline Soto? We know the monster that did that to her. We know the monster that allegedly did that to Kaimani. We just don't know the monster that did that to Emily. Oh, Madeline Kojakari. Okay, I got you, loves. I'm sorry. I get you. I got you. Madalena Kojakari. I know there's just so many, and you guys, it is not easy when you are talking about things happening to kids, and how do you prioritize a child? How do you prioritize talking about a child? I can see why people do drama and shit. It's easier to fight with people. It's easier to fight with people and get attention that way than it is for a child. For real. I'll say that every day. I will say that every day. If I came on here and decided to call somebody a rock gut son of a bitch, I would have 50 people in my chat. For real. But not talking about a child. Well, I take that back. It depends on, I guess, the excitement of the case, right? Well, why would she need to come back? I don't know, loves. I would have to go back and research that case again because there's just so many names. I can't keep them all straight. So, well, I mean, you could, Duchess talks about kids' cases, Arctic Fox talks about kids' cases. There's a couple other people who talk about missing kids and stuff, and it's kind of few and far between. I guess it depends on what community you hang out with, you know. But you don't know if Madalena is in this country or not, right? It's like the rest of them. Absolutely. There's loves. There's a difference, okay? There's a difference between these children needing our attention and need their names put out there. There's a difference between talking about the children and spending all freaking day talking about their mommy and daddy. And I'm sorry, but you talk about Sebastian, it's no longer about Sebastian. It's about Seth Rogers and the shenanigans that him and his little green team or whatever they call themselves are doing. Okay? Now, with Summer Wells, I think people can kind of get back on track with them only because the shenanigans that Don and Candace were doing is not happening anymore. So Summer's name needs to again be brought to the forefront. Well, Kylie Rodney, I mean, that was kind of a self-explanatory case. They're the ones who turned that into this big conspiracy. The girl was at a party out at a campground out in the middle of the woods. They were drinking. She was intoxicated from what they say, and she ended up driving into a lake. That's my opinion on that. I don't think there's any conspiracy there. But a lot of people made some good content out of that, right? For sure. Yeah, you got to, this is the whole thing that I've watched. You have to be really careful. Once you start getting into the drama, once you open your channel up to the drama, you have to really be able to reel it in to be able to talk about children's cases and missing people and different cases like that. It's hard to go back to where you started if you allow the drama to come in, and that's a fact. Now, do I talk about drama over here? Sure I do, but everybody knows when I'm talking about a child, I'm not messing around with drama at all. If I'm talking about a child, that means remain calm and serious, and I'm talking about a child. Not no so and so called so and so a dumbass or whatever. Whatever. The ones in this community latches onto are the ones that they can attack their families. Well, I think that families need to be warned by law enforcement. That is one thing that I think that law enforcement should do at the beginning of a missing child case. Have a victim's advocate. Even if the family of a missing child does not want a victim's advocate, law enforcement needs to say, look, at least talk to the victim's advocate one time. That victim's advocate should say, beware of going on social media. Beware of this person, this channel, this channel. I just believe that. I believe that. But, I'm not going to say that all creators are bad and don't have good intentions. But there are some creators that know, they want to talk all sweet to these families. Oh, come on to my channel and let's have a talk. And the minute that they do, it's not to find out the good things. It's to immediately take whatever bad that they can and run with it and use it for content. For sure. For sure, for sure. So it's sad, but it's true. It's very sad, but it's true. So, yeah. Well, the thing about it is, I think that if a lot of people really looked, um, I believe that that was kind of happening long before the Summer Wells case. The only reason I think us uh, people who followed the Summer Wells case believed that that kind of got started, because of Summer Wells. We weren't looking at uh, other creators and things like that, right? So it was kind of different. It was kind of different. So, I mean, as far as with me, I have to figure out exactly what content that I know that I can make a little bit of money off of. And talking about these children are not one. This is not how I can make a living and make a little bit of money off YouTube. It's not at all. That's sad to me because this is where my heart's at, and I will not stop talking about the horrible things being done to our children. I'm not going to do it. But I do also know that, I have to come up and be creative and talk about different things and things like that, just to make that little bit of income off of YouTube for sure. Yes, that the border situation is horrible. Horrible. And there are individuals bringing children across the border that are not even their family. They are not these children's families. So many of these children are just being handed to someone, or their parents or their mother are being unalived out in the middle of the desert while they're walking through, these horrible places to try to get to America. For what? For what? Well, no, that's one thing I hope that no one ever talks about me and says that I am grifting off of a child. That would break my heart. That really would break my heart for sure. For sure. So, and it's just sad. It is sad. But I've been on here an hour. I'm not going to keep you guys on here any longer. I definitely wanted to talk about Emily. So let's remember Emily. Let's hope and pray that Emily gets justice. Just as with Kaimani, she deserves justice too. And so tomorrow night at 7 o'clock my time, I will be talking about Kaimani. I will have my I's dotted and my T's crossed, and we will try to be as factual as we can on that, for sure. And yeah, it's kind of crazy right now. But, I'm not real sure if I can, right at this point, believe what Grandma's saying. I don't know if I can believe what Grandma's saying. So I'll figure it out. I will figure it out by tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So definitely come out and hang out, you guys, and we'll talk about it. And I promise that we are definitely probably Friday night. We're gonna have just an open panel, open discussion. We will talk about what's going on the YouTube streets, and check out who's fighting with each other and what everybody's talking about and all that. We'll definitely do that probably Friday night. I'm also going to do a part 2 because we do have our second interview. We've got to do a second interview for our YouTube Homeland Security job. Okay. So thank you, H. Davis, for being around. I hope that you I hope you're okay, H. I hope you get to feeling better for sure. I don't know what's going on with you, but hopefully you get to feeling a little bit better. For sure, for sure. But tonight, let's not forget this young girl here, you guys. Let's not forget about Emily. It's all about Emily. All right. We definitely will be talking about Kate Monty tomorrow night. And so you guys go do you. Go watch whoever you want. Go have some fun. You're all grown-ass adults. Don't know what to tell you. But do keep praying for these babies. And no child's name is off limits. No child's name is off limits. So I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Peace out, everybody. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.